I just had this dream that I was gonna wait to make a video about it tomorrow because I'm just tired, but I can't. I think that this represented the future of people on this planet and what their area that they're gonna be stuck in is gonna be like because of the way that for some, it's um, because they mess with spell work, but for others, it's just because of them not caring about wanting to make the planet that they're living on, that they have to be here too, a better, healthier, safer place. And in the dream, there were just cars on fire and like trash cans on fire, and it was so dark, and I feel like it was daytime though. It was almost like there was no light, you feel me? And every time I went to run across the street, it was like a 3-lane highway type of thing with islands in the middle on two sides. Like, so it was a pretty long boulevard highway, something like that. And every time I would get almost to the part where I'm across the street, and there would be a tractor trailer coming and my legs would get heavy, like I was being stopped by some force. So what I got from this, there's multiple symbolisms in this dream. Anybody who were trying to stop, slow down, you know, um, handicap, I guess, somebody that was trying to make this planet, your city, your town, your area, just a safer place, a better place to facilitate some kind of change that was needed, that either didn't want to change who they were, and for others it's even worse, that wanted to stop somebody from trying to make this world a safer place, even for their kids. I didn't see any kids. I didn't see many people. It was very desolate. It looked like one of those when you watch a scary movie and the girl's running and all of a sudden she winds up in this bad area where there's like a bunch of bums sitting over a trash can like, hey, pretty lady. It was like that, but without them. It looked like death and destruction. It looked like hell on earth because I could still see ground. I could still see like the asphalt and the lines in the highway. So that's why I say earth. Like you could still see that there was grass, but not much. What I got from this is that I think this is going to be state, city by city, town by town, state by state kind of thing. And I said this before, that the people who actually did right and wanted to help make this place a safer place for everybody, and we couldn't understand why people wanted to stop us, right? So I said, these people are going to be stuck with their own, where they wanted to be and how they wanted it to be, clearly, because when the universe reads your energy and says you don't want to make it a better place, you must like the fact that it's going to shit, so we'll leave you there when it's at its worst. That's what it is. It was so bad. Like, I was at a loss for words even trying to talk to Brian about it, because when I talked to him about my dreams, when I start putting it together, and it was hard for me to even describe what this was. It just was like hell. What I would think of hell on earth, though. I don't know what happens after we die and you did some shit here, and what you with your soul or your spirit or whatever. But I know that it was something that was going to be happening to certain people while they were still on earth. They were still here. There was going to be nothing, desolate. There was no water. There was no food. And my eye, it was like I could see, as I'm looking around, miles and miles. It almost seemed like hundreds of miles. It seemed like my eyes could see as far as that, and there was just nothing forever. So something's coming, man. And what I also got from this is that I just don't think that people understand how important spiritual protection is here. People are about to see. It's going to get real bad, and I don't have it. This is something I feel like if someone else saw it, they would cry. I feel like I'm being completely desensitized for what this is I have to do, because I don't feel any emotion. And I normally would. Like, if this was me a couple of years ago, I would be upset. I would be in tears because I'm seeing what's going to be happening to people. And I don't have any emotion. And I think it's because of, me having to be ruthless and emotionless to pretty much do this and deal with this. So anyway, it's bad. It's going to get real bad for your ops. If you are the ops watching, it's going to get real bad for you guys, man. And I've predicted this. I've said this. I've said that the people who were the opposite of that were going to wind up having the financial means to leave these cities and towns that are going to shit. And all the people who wanted it that way, because that's basically what you were saying when you said you didn't want to help change or even change yourselves. You have to, in order to create change, you have to be that change, and then it starts happening. You guys are, I'm still at a loss for words if that's emotion. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that is my crying. Is like I'm at a loss for words with what things are about to be like for certain people all over in different cities that had some form of earth angel or light worker, light being trying to wake people up to certain things and tell them to change now before it's too late. I'm talking to you guys who know that you were sent in places, or you just already were in your cities or hometowns. And you were awakened. You're the awakened ones that were supposed to help everybody else see things for what it really is. Help people understand that we're stronger together, but people wanted to be separate. They wanted to racially profile. They wanted to bully. They wanted to gang stalk. And some of these people, it's even worse what they did. It's not good. So just for those of you who are good people, stay away from people. You know this already, right? For most of you guys, you don't even really, usually your guys are sensitive and you can't even really be around people. So anyway, that's it. Yeah, it's going to be real bad. I mean, there's no other way to really say it. I was trying to put it in other words. It's death, destruction. It looked like hell on earth. Fires like having to be lit for any kind of light or warmth or anything. Eventually, I guess you run out of shit to even create fires with. But it almost gave me metaphorically like the light left and it was so dark. And any kind of light had to be created with flame, because the light beings, the ones who kept shit light, were moved. We're not going nowhere, you guys. Philly out.